the answer is yes, but it could also be no if the 3-day split is designed wrong. Hi guys, I'm Mark McKillier with Live Anabolic, and today I'm answering a question that was posted on this YouTube channel. And one of you guys asked the question, can a 3-day workout split work for men over 40? Well, not only is the answer yes, but hell yes. Matter of fact, it works so well that I actually use that in the first 2 phases of my 3-phase Fit After 50 program. Just to give you a little bit of insight, there's a lot of different ways to set up a 3-day split. Okay, it's not all 3-day splits are the same. There's huge differences. And my phase 1 and phase 2 have an enormous difference between the 2 of them, but they're still set up where you do resistance training 3 days a week with rest days in between. Because there's so many different derivations of creating workouts with this 3-day split, it's impossible for me to kind of go over what works and what doesn't. It's just too many variables there. So once again, and I promote my own program every once in a while here on this YouTube channel, but I've got 2 workout programs. One's called Fit After 50 and one is called Warrior Strong. Warrior Strong was a particularly fun program because I shot it with a close friend of mine who's 30 years younger than me, but he is an officer in the Marine Reserves. And we shot it at a military base, which made it even more fun and much more fun to watch, all right? Let me just stick with Fit After 50 for today's video, because Fit After 50 was shot, in my own den at my house. We didn't go to some studio, or we didn't go to a gym where I had a, unlimited amount of equipment. I shot it with just my plain old adjustable 50-pound dumbbells and some $20 resistance bands. Okay, and with the exact same setup as all you guys can have at your all's houses or apartments. Let's go into the other ways you can set up a 3-day split. Just real briefly here. So, in phase 1 of Fit After 50, I have you do full body workouts 3 days a week. So you're actually hitting every single muscle group in your body on Monday, and then again on Wednesday, and then again on Friday. All right, and a lot of people watching this are going to say, well, Mark, that's not enough rest in between. All right, you can't work the same muscle group 3 times a week. Well, you can if you do it that way. When you're doing a full body workout, I don't have you hit each muscle very intensely. All right, you're only doing 3 circuits. I have you do them in a circuit style. So no single muscle group really gets torn down so much that it can't repair with 2 days rest. Okay, that's why I can get away with doing a full body workout 3 days a week. It's actually done for beginners. It kind of helps transition you into working out again from a completely out of shape physique. All right, it's easier on your body than focusing on individual muscle groups. So that's how phase 1 is set up. And of course, I have rest days, and on my rest days in my program, you're not just sitting around watching Oprah on TV, okay? I actually have you doing active rest on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then of course, Saturday and Sunday is totally up to you. Do whatever you want. Now, my phase 2 is also a 3-day split, but it's completely different, guys. In phase 2, I break it down into individual muscle groups, all right, on those 3 days. So now we really start targeting muscle groups with multiple exercises per muscle. That causes that muscle to break down more so than in phase 1, which means you need more rest. And guess what? I don't have you do that muscle group, anymore for the rest of the week. All right, so we really start working each muscle individually, much more difficult, and you get a full week's worth of rest before you hit that same muscle group again. So just from this little brief explanation here, you can see how radically different workout programs can be, even though they're 3-day splits. All right, so when you guys are asking questions like, does a 3-day split work for older men? That's not that's not the right question to ask, all right? The answer is yes, but it could also be no if the 3-day split is designed wrong. So guys, don't waste your time trying to find a consensus on the internet for this stuff and then creating your own program based on what you heard from 12 different people. Just buy my Fit After 50 program or my Warrior Strong program for that matter. It's, I'm 63 years old. I've been actually working out for 43 years. I'm a certified personal trainer. I've done every exercise in the book. I know what works. I know what's a waste of time, okay? And I spent a whole lot of time coming up with Fit After 50, designing this program. And it took me a long time, several months to actually design it. And then of course we had to film it and then create the workout sheets and everything else. And that's the beauty of it, guys. It's a one-time purchase. You don't pay monthly or anything. You just buy it and then you own the program for the rest of your life. Lots of guys watching will realize that, they've done the 3 phases and then they do them again. And they keep notes and they try to challenge themselves and use heavier weights each time they go through the program. All right, so it's something you can do for the rest of your life. Even though this system works, that a 3-day workout split is definitely doable for us older guys, it won't work unless you stick with it and never give up on yourself.